Welcome back to our daily show. And, you know, we have had numerous press releases on RiverBender.com talking about Lewis and Clark as a whole, but also College for Life and this really great program. And I'm glad we get to talk about it a little bit more today. We got Nikki, Jay, and Melissa in the studio. How are we doing this morning?
All right.
We're good.
Really cool.
I'm great. I'm great.
Well, Nikki, thanks for stopping by and bringing the students so we can really talk about this. And right off the bat, let's dive in. How long have you been an instructor with the program?
So this is going to be my 4th year, going on my 5th year, but I've been with Lewis and Clark as a whole for 8 years.
Okay. How's the experience been?
Oh, it's great. They always joke at LC that I'm like the biggest Lewis and Clark cheerleader. I love LC. I love it for these guys. I love it for credit students. It's a great way to start off your education, I think.
100% over. And honestly, Lewis and Clark looks like more than a D3 university, and all the grant funding, all the opportunities there.
Yes.
And the more we talk about, that's a great thing. And we get to talk about cool programs like College for Life. And Jay, you are the veteran in the room of College for Life. You've been there longer than Nikki has.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on the program?
It's fun. It's a nice program. I like it.
And what made you start the program?
Oh, I didn't want to stay at home.
Good answer right there. And what are some of the things that you've been able to do in the program, if you don't mind me asking?
I've been able to do art, coffee cart, and being on stage.
Really cool.
Yes.
And now the coffee cart's been a big hit throughout the campus, hasn't it? Like, that's been pretty much superstar status for you guys, hasn't it? From what I've heard.
Yes, it's really great. Can you tell them what you sell at the coffee cart?
Oh, we sell coffee. We sell Icy Joe's, coffee, and tea.
Really cool.
Yeah, and hot chocolate.
Yes, and we just want to give a really big shout out to Steve at Bunkhouse Joe's.
He's a great guy.
Who has made that possible for us for the coffee, huh?
Yes.
He's been really great. And tell him this really cool opportunity that you've got thanks to the coffee.
I got a scholarship.
Did you really?
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yes.
That's awesome. And how many, I got to ask you, how many students are you guys serving through that coffee cart?
We serve the whole school.
Quite a bit. Do you have a big line every morning?
Yes. Yes.
And how long has the coffee cart been in operation?
So that's probably about two years now, right?
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years.
So yeah,
Really
Jay
cool.
got one of the coffee cart scholarships, and then tell him about what happened.
And I've worked with Mr. Joe on Saturday at the farmer's market.
That's really cool.
In Alton.
Well, and how great is it to say that, you know, and honestly, Jay, like the College for Life program has given you the opportunity really to go out and be a part of the community and do things like that. That's incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
It is. And now the farmer's market, though, Jay, is a big deal. There's a lot of people at that farmer's market.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a little longer line than school, huh? Yeah.
Now, I got to ask you, did all the training at Lewis and Clark prepare you for the work that you were going to do at the farmer's market?
Yes.
Yep, a good answer right there.
Yes.
Well, and, you know, Jay, we'll come back and talk here in a couple of seconds. But, Melissa, I got to get to know a little bit about you, too. How long have you been with the College for Life program?
4.
4 years? Now, I got to ask you, what's been the best part of being just in the program?
I've been making new friends because I don't normally have many friends. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah. Well, and honestly, that's something that, being serious, I even have a struggle with because, you know, I'm not a very, very outgoing person, believe it or not. Like, I talk into a microphone and that's fun, but I have a tough time meeting new friends. And ever since I left school, that's been the hardest part for me, is trying to kind of find my group. And it seems like everyone really gets along in the program. Is that true?
yeah, it is really true. And we are friends with students and teachers.
Really cool.
The teachers feel like friends and family than just normal teachers, honestly.
Is Nikki doing a good job?
Yeah, she's a celebrity there.
She's a celebrity user.
People crowd her sure.
Well, and I got to ask you, what is some of the fun that you've had in the program? Have you been able to do some cool stuff?
Yeah, I've been really loving doing the art program. I also had a class in the coffee cart. That was really fun, too.
What was your role in the coffee cart? Were you serving students, too?
Well, kind of, but I made some posters for them.
Really? See, I cannot make anything. I am not good at drawing, painting, printing. Are you pretty good?
Yeah, the thing is, I remember I made one poster by hand and then the other one on a phone.
Really cool.
Yeah, one was for Halloween. I made a little ghost.
That's awesome.
Holding like the coffee cart sign, didn't you? Yeah, with like a coffee, and he's like, it was so cute. We hung them around campus.
Well, and it seems like everyone's really good at working together and using their strengths and being a team to really get the word out on this too. Because honestly, the coffee cart, being all seriousness, has been one of the most talked about kind of things in press releases and stories, and I think it shows because of teamwork like this.
Yeah.
Really cool. And do you guys do field trips and stuff like that and get to go places, or is it mostly inside Lewis and Clark, Nikki?
Yeah, so it's inside Lewis and Clark.
Okay.
It's hard to take everybody, right? Because we don't have a bus.
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha.
But just today, our healthy snacking class was walking over to Ruler Foods.
Really cool.
Yeah, to buy the ingredients for their class and purchase those together so they learn how to use the money and how to like find where it's at the store. So they were just walking over there when we were leaving, weren't they?
Yes.
That's incredible. Well, and honestly, you get to do cool stuff like this and come on the show and talk about it, you know?
Yeah, to tell more people of the really cool classes you guys get to take.
Well, and how long are you at school each day, guys, if you don't mind me asking? Do you know?
I'm there till 2:30.
About 2:30?
Yes.
I think I'm there from
Probably, I think you're there from 9:30 to
9:30 to 2:20.
Okay. Well, that's still a full day. And take me through some of the classes that you guys do, because this is where I think it's really cool. I mean, honestly, I seen some of the pictures, and it just seems like we're learning and all of that, but we're also just having a lot of fun while we're doing it and just enjoying it too.
Yeah.
What are some of the classes you all do?
I'm doing this year. I'm taking the sewing class.
You are.
Really cool.
Yes.
That is awesome. What have you learned to sew?
Quilts.
No kidding?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Honestly, that's really incredible, Jay.
Yeah.
And then what else did you sew with Regina? Regina's our instructor for sewing.
Okay, gotcha.
So she's probably the sewing queen. I don't think anyone else
Regina.
could take. Regina could take that. But what else? So you did a quilt, and there was another project you guys did, didn't you? Or am I thinking of last year? Probably last year. Last year they made bell-bottom pants.
That's
and
really
it
cool.
was really
I wasn't
cool.
in the class.
Oh yeah, you weren't in that one.
What? How big? What is it? A big quilt?
Yes.
That's
It's
man.
nice size.
Wow.
Yeah, it's probably about the size of that back thing right there.
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty good size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Now, have you ever sewn before you took the class?
No.
So first time doing it.
Yes.
That's even more incredible too. And any other classes, Jay, that you've been taking?
Yeah. Criminal justice and self-advocacy and coffee cart.
That's incredible. And what have you learned in criminal justice? So I always wanted to be a lawyer, believe it or not. And then I realized that I'd have to go to school for a really long time, and I opted for media instead. What are you learning in criminal?
Crime.
And
how to solve crimes.
Really cool.
Yeah, so I teach that class, and we have a lot of fun with that. So we watch forensic files, and we take notes, and we collect the evidence along with the forensic files, and we try to solve the crime before they give us the answer, and then tell them some of the cool activities we've done. Do you want to tell them about crimes?
We solve crimes about flowers and bones.
I'll elaborate. Bones and flowers, yeah.
Yeah.
So we there's always a crime that happens on campus.
Okay.
And I get which is so great. Again, a shout out to Lewis and Clark for all the different people I work with in different departments who always want to be a part of it. And so they have to solve a crime on campus, and the first one they had to solve was someone stole Blazer's dog treats.
Man, you guys catch them?
We did, and we found all the evidence we collected, and we found who the culprit was. And do you remember who it was?
And it was the.
Do you need me to remind you?
Yes. Dr. T.
I figured it was.
It was him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He stole those doggy bones.
See, I just think that's really cool, and honestly, really great classes to learn about too. I mean, that's really important stuff. And then to honestly, Jay, be a part of the coffee cart and serving the students and all that, and being a part of that interaction, it's really, really important too.
Yes.
And honestly, I'm sure there'd be a lot of upset kids if the coffee cart wasn't walking or wasn't operational.
Yes. Yeah, he was just delivering some coffee today, going down delivering people coffee.
Awesome.
Delivered coffee today.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just got off work.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm hoping I can get off of work here soon too. Melissa, what are some of the classes you've taken this semester?
Harry Potter.
So I saw this one, and I'm kind of jealous. This is the thing that kind of set off my intrigue, if you will. I saw this class, and honestly, how cool was that? Have you learned some spells and all of that too?
Yeah, we made a book that we wrote our stuff in, and just recently we made a schedule.
Really cool.
If we were at Hogwarts.
Now, are you a big Harry Potter person?
Not big, but big enough that I like the stuff in it. My aunt introduced me to it, so.
Really cool.
Yeah.
I'm a big Potterhead. I really am. I'm a Half-Blood Prince Harry Potter. Like, that is to me the best book and all that. But now, with that, what's your favorite part of the Harry Potter class? Is there a favorite spell that you cast, or what's your favorite part of the scheduling that you're able to kind of come up with?
I liked when we made the potions, actually.
Oh, really? What was that entailing?
Well, some of them were we could drink, and then some of them we made out of resin.
That's cool.
It was resin.
No.
Glue.
Okay.
Yeah.
But honestly, now did you have some? See, I would be the person in potion class that way over mixes something and has just not a good experience. Did that happen in potion class at all?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She put too much cinnamon.
Oh.
On accident.
Oh, yes. And the drinks that we were drinking, I forgot. The cinnamon thing came open, and I took that drink. But it was like all this cinnamon, and I was like, ugh.
Do y'all have a moment to stick around so I can take a quick break?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break here and come back with more of this great conversation. You stay there. We'll stay here right in studio on Roku TV and RiverBender.com.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
How that in Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name. What tidings of comfort and joy. Comfort and joy.
Welcome back, Daily Show.
Tidings of comfort
College for
and
Life.
joy.
You know, I think I might quit the job and try to join because this is too much.
You should. Great.
Well, it really does seem like, for everybody, because with college comes, and any schooling and education comes the stress level and factor, but whenever you're learning as a unit, and it seems like even as a teacher, you're learning as well, it seems like a really healthy way to grow in ways, Nikki, that's not just, personally, but, also for community-wide. And this seems just like a really comprehensive package of what education should really look like.
I totally agree with you. I mean, Lewis and Clark's mission statement is encouraging students, and that is what this program is basically
100%.
about. It is, I think, the core of what LC's mission statement is.
Mm-hmm.
And as a teacher, it is extremely rewarding to see them continue to grow as years to come. We have several who were very, very shy. Even Melissa included was very shy.
Oh, you aren't shy, Melissa.
And now, she's making friends. She's going to other places to do art. She really wants to get her art out there, and she's such an amazing artist, And then you have Jay, who's working at the coffee cart and, doing stuff for our community, which is so rewarding.
Well, and that's really what I think it's so important for the term community. That is community at its best, and really in all the right ways too. Getting back into this, what's 2025 look like for College for Life? Is there anything coming down the pipeline that you guys are looking forward to, or any projects, plans?
We are looking forward to just making our program even better and just getting more people to know about it. So we have another campus at Edwardsville. It's our Nelson campus. Mm-hmm. So we have about 180 students in College for Life.
Wow.
Divided between the 2 campuses.
Wow,
Yeah. So
that's incredible.
It really is. So we have our Nelson campus, and I just want to give that a big shout out because it's really cool. They have a Nell Cafe there where the students work and serve lunch.
Cool.
And I just found out they've served over 300 lunches to the Nelson campus.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
which
incredible.
is really cool.
Yeah.
And they also have a blog class that they're learning how to, do podcasts and how to blog about things, which is really neat. And it's so cool seeing how then they take it and then do their own little spin as individuals. Yes.
Really cool. Well, and honestly, Nikki, you're right. It's all across the board throughout Madison County, and the more that we highlight and talk about this, number one, the better it gets for the program, but also the better it gets for our community, because we have so many great organizations like Challenge Unlimited that help provide those employment opportunities, and we talk about that on the show all the time, and how important that is, and how there's a growing need for jobs. And I mean, this goes a heck of a long way in the grand scheme of the big puzzle, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
it truly is.
It really is. And I just want to people to know, because they see people with adults with disabilities, and sometimes people don't approach them, and the only thing they all really want to be is included.
Right.
Don't we all, though? We all want to be included, just like Melissa was saying, friends, even you, after school, it's so hard to meet people and to be friends. And I just wish people saw them the way I see them, just as these beautiful individuals who, once you talk to them and interact, you're just like, wow.
Yeah, we're having some fun. I mean, this has been great, you know? Well, and you know, Jay, what are your do your classes change when the semester rolls over?
Yes.
So what's the spring semester look like? Are you taking any new classes?
Do you remember what you're taking?
I don't even remember what I had for breakfast.
Schedule.
That's okay that you didn't bring
I don't even know what I had for breakfast today, Jay. Melissa, do you know any of the classes that are coming up for you yet?
I'm going back to it in the fall because I'm going to be focusing on art in the spring and the summer.
Really cool. What are you going to be just kind of at home or going to going to different places and doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
Take your time.
Yeah.
There's a building in my town where there's like an art classes I'm going to try to do.
Really cool.
Yeah, well, she wants to get her art out there, so she's taking a semester off, which a lot of our students do, and then they come back in like fall or spring.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really cool. And now, do you have what's your big plan? What's your goal with it? Do you hope that that you just get to keep featuring your art up there this spring?
So he wants to know what your goal is with your art. Like, what do you want to try to accomplish?
I want to one day make money with my art.
Yeah, great goal. Well, and honestly, it seems like just from here, I mean, if you can do the digital side of things and you can use your talents, like your artistic talents and drawing and paint, you're off to the races. You know, that's so incredible. Well, and that's what I think's really cool is that it really showcases what life's about. Because in college, I think that's always been a little bit of my disconnect with it. Because in jobs and careers and all this stuff that, you know, I've been able to do in 7 years in media, I realized that not everyone's on the same schedule, not everyone's on the same path, and not everyone has the same stuff going at home. And to act like we do that is kind of digressing to growth. It doesn't really help. So to have a thing where we're all growing together, have different strengths and weaknesses and different interests, that's how all school should be.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's just a simple equation. That's to me anyway what it should be like. Yes. Jay, if someone asked you, Jay, if I came up to you tomorrow, and let's say we didn't meet today, so we got to pretend this didn't happen. And if I asked you, I said, Jay, I want to join College for Life. Why should I join the program? What would you tell me?
Because College for Life is fun. You get to meet lots of friends and learn new things.
Really cool. That's the best. Honestly, that's the best commercial you could give anybody.
Really, yeah.
Melissa, do you have anything you'd like to add to what Jay just said to that?
I don't know.
Honestly, he did such a good job. I wouldn't have had anything to say either. Yeah. Well, and Niki, for folks that are interested in College for Life, and this is where the big drive factor for me comes in, because the more folks we can get to talk about this and be a part of it and help support it, let's do it. You know? How can someone look into College for Life? How do we know if it's going to be right for us, whomever we're representing, all of that good stuff?
Yeah, so we have a really great website on Lewis and Clark's.
Oh, do you?
Yes, so it is www.lc.edu, and I believe it's just /College for Life. And that kind of explains what our program is. Rosie Ellington is the program coordinator for the whole program. She is amazing. We love Rosie, don't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Good macaroons.
She makes good macaroons?
Yes. She bakes really well. And she is just all for College for Life, isn't she? She just wants the best for all of that.
That is the website. See, I pull up on the fly pretty quick.
Yeah.
Look at that. And you can learn more about College for Life, folks. This is such an incredible thing. And you know, again, it just shows you why community colleges are so important. And the opportunities, and it's not because my dad teaches there or whatever, and I played there and there's history. It's the fact that Lewis and Clark is a good school.
It really is.
You know, I mean, it's just for what all that you can get out of Lewis and Clark from any sector of education and trades and vocation. It's well worth the 2 years, because so many times I know kids that went off to that big D1 college and then not even 2 months later they were back home, and it could have just started a lot easier by going to Lewis and Clark and maybe getting the kinks out that way.
I see it all the time. I work in another department besides with these sweeties. I work in a student success center.
Okay.
So, and I have my degree in graphic design from Lewis and Clark and all of that, and I see it all the time when tutoring students. You know, they didn't do well at that D1, 4-year university, fresh out of high school, and they're like, oh, I didn't know nobody was going to pressure me to get my homework in, and then
Yep.
it just, it happens all the time.
Well, and before I let all of you go, we were taping the shows ahead because I actually got a little bit of a vacation, and this is aired on the 26th. But I got to ask everyone in the room, what are your holiday plans? Do you all celebrate Christmas? Do you guys have any traditions that you want to share? Because mine, honestly, is I have to take like a whole weekend and I just don't move from my couch, look at the TV, and I just watch Christmas movies for 3 days. That's mine.
Sounds so fun.
Yeah, I celebrate Christmas with my family.
Really cool.
Yes.
That's really cool. Melissa, do you celebrate?
Yeah.
With the family too?
Yep.
What's your favorite Christmas cookie? This is my tough question for you, Melissa. Did you have a favorite cookie for Christmas?
My aunt's cooking.
Oh, honestly, that's fair to go. Jay, let me ask you, do you have a favorite Christmas cookie, favorite Christmas dessert or food?
Pie.
Oh, good call. You know, my cousin Leanne always makes chocolate pie. 9 times out of 10, it never turns out worth a darn, and we gotta throw it out. The last couple, though, have looked okay. We're hanging in there. With that being said, you can learn more by going to lc.edu/academic-programs/college-4-live, and we'll link everything in an article on RiverBender.com. And Niki, Jay, and Melissa, thanks for hanging out with me today.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. This was great. You're welcome back anytime. Come back and we'll keep promoting and get more people to join College for Life.
We really appreciate that.
More Daily Show will hit you right around this commercial break on, well, this December morning. I forget which one. The 26th, I believe, is when this is airing, right here on RiverBender.com.
Yes.
Get over here, Roku TV.